Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Sam or xJawz, and today I'm bringing you guys a team deathmatch game on the map Summit. And today I'm going to be showing you guys another gameplay using the Golden Spectre, but this time it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a little bit of experimentation with the attachments on this weapon, and it might lead to, should you guys like this video, a little bit more experimentation with the attachments in a lot of on a lot of guns in this game. So basically, about a week ago, I saw somebody use the Spectre with the silencer and rapid fire attachments together, obviously with Warlord. And I thought to myself that, I mean, it makes sense that it would work pretty well. Obviously, every, attachment in this game has its purpose, but I find that rapid fire is a perk in this game that really, brings out the worst in a gun. And by that, I mean, it shows how much recoil it truly has. And in Black Ops, all the guns have more recoil than the Modern Warfare 2 counterparts. But, if you add rapid fire to those guns, it's only going to, again, show it even more how bad the recoil is. But when I thought about the submachine guns in this game, which, by the way, are the only weapons that you can have rapid fire on, I thought about two in particular, and those are the AK-74U and the Spectre, because they have relatively low recoil. And then I thought a little bit more about it, and I thought to myself, the Spectre, it really makes sense to use rapid fire on this weapon because it has a really high rate of fire already to begin with, and also still has a low recoil. And I don't know how it maintains such a low recoil with that high rate of fire, but nonetheless it does, and I thought that this would be a pretty cool setup to try out. But at the same time, I want to say that the rapid fire silencer combination probably won't work out so well on guns like the MP5 or the Kipperus, where seriously recoil can be a pretty big issue, and putting rapid fire on that isn't going to help. So, this attachment worked, or this combination worked pretty well because of the fact that I was using a silencer, and silencer isn't something that I typically use, but when playing on Summit, I don't know if this is the same for you guys, but I find a lot if I'm using, UAV and Blackbird like I am in this game, what I'll do is I'll call in the UAV or I'll call in the Blackbird, and then immediately I'll see that there's somebody like real close to me that I wasn't previously aware of. And I think it's just because this is one of the smaller maps in the game. I mean, this, Nuketown, Firing Range, they're all small maps, but this one has a ton of buildings. Like, I mean, I'd say it's about the same size as Firing Range and all, but this one has a lot more buildings, a lot less space out in the open. And as a result, it gives a lot more places to hide for people, and a lot more, I guess, I don't know, it just kind of seems that I run into a lot of situations where I wasn't aware that there was somebody pretty damn close to me. So I think to myself, conversely, if I'm using no attachment or, a red dot or something on a weapon, then a lot of times that's, just like a UAV for the opponent. And I'm sure a lot of my deaths are attributed to the fact that somebody didn't know that I was close to them. I shoot my gun, and then all of a sudden they know that I'm close to them. And that can be a pretty big problem if I didn't know that they were there either. So I decided that, the silencer isn't something I'll use or even recommend for a lot of maps in this game, but Summit, Firing Range, and, the smaller maps in this game, maybe not Nuketown, but smaller maps in the game typically are going to kind of are going to be aided by the use of a suppressor. So that's just, my little 2 cents on that. As far as kill streaks go in this game, I was using the, again, UAV and Blackbird, and then the attack dogs, which go to town. These guys pretty bad here. This got pretty boring right here. I was just kind of running around, and my attack dogs were doing all the work. But I definitely, if I had to choose, a higher kill streak, meaning, the not the Blackbird, but the chopper gunner, the gunship, or the attack dogs. If I had to choose one of those, I would definitely go with the attack dogs on this map. Typically, your gunship and your chopper gunner are going to be able to do much better. And then, if you use attack dogs, the main, I guess, positive to using them, the main point to using them is that you can still run around with your weapons, and you don't need to be, huddled in a corner of a room, while you're, calling in or kind of controlling your chopper gunner. But seriously, on Summit, I find that the chopper gunner and the gunship, they just seem to fly too low on this map, and as a result, it's really hard to kill people. I mean, I think they did that on purpose because of the fact that this map is small already and has a ton of buildings, and it's just that if it were to fly at the same altitude that it does on, say, a map like Jungle, I'm sure you could just kind of stand right, or not stand, but you could fly right over the middle of this map, and then just kind of do 360-degree spins around the map and shoot pretty much anybody who's out in the open. And I guess that's what Treyarch was going for by making it fly at a lower altitude, make it so that, you can't just kind of shoot anyone on any point on the map. But really, it just kind of makes those 2 kill streaks really bad on this map. Again, all the buildings don't help that at all. So I would recommend, if you go with a higher kill streak on this map, obviously Blackbird, first one, is, a given. But yeah, go with the attack dogs. They're going to be much better on a map like this. And anyway, guys, this game is winding down here pretty much to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a comment and let me know if you'd like to see more videos where I experiment with the attachments in the game, try out new stuff that works pretty well. And anyway, final score of this game was 37 kills and 1 death. Do me a favor and leave a rating on the video. It only takes a fraction of a second, and it actually really helps me out. I'll see you guys later. Adios.